Well, poor Betty and David were murdered. They were the first victims claimed by the Zodiac Killer.
Hey everybody, welcome to Far Out Dudes.
It's another week and we got another far out conversation for you.
Today we're going to be talking about the Zodiac Killer as requested by our FBI handler, Stephanie. So, Steph, I know you're required by your job duties to listen to every single one of our podcasts.
We appreciate you listening.
And we appreciate you giving us those counts.
Yeah. And by the way, Stephanie, just in case you forgot our voices, I'm Jacob.
I'm Paul.
And I'm Joseph. The one with the sexy voice.
Yeah, so thanks for getting all of us confused because we all sound the same as what some of our other members have said.
That's the top complaint.
When I play back, sometimes we do sound alike a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm Jacob, and there's no way that I sound like you, Joseph.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Joseph.
Yeah, seriously. Wait, you just said the other, so now I gotta still be Paul then?
You're Paul.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. You're not in on this joke. Anyways, what do you got, Jacob? What do you got for us today?
Yeah, tell us about the Zodiac Killer.
I want to take you back to biblical times, 1968.
Ooh.
So it was a cold winter night on December 20th, 1968 in Benicia, California. A young couple told their parents they were going to a Christmas concert at their high school. David Faraday, age 17, and Betty Lou Jensen, age 16, decided to skip the concert and visit a friend. After a quick visit, they then went to a local restaurant. This is the last time they would be seen alive.
Ooh.
After having a bite to eat, the couple, at 10:15 p.m., went to the local Lover's Lane, Lake Herman Road.
Everyone has the local Lover's Lane.
The couple then saw a vehicle with its high beams on pull up next to them. They both lied to their parents where they were going, so they were nervous when they saw an adult walk over to the driver's side window.
Wait, how do they know this if they're dead?
Because God saw this happen.
All right.
No one knows exactly what the words were exchanged, but David started to get out of the car, and that is when the Zodiac Killer claimed his first victim. When David was halfway out of the car, the Zodiac Killer pulled out his pistol and shot him in the head, instantly taking his life. Betty heard the loud noise of the pistol and immediately screamed and exited the vehicle, running for her life.
Who is this third person? Why aren't they helping? Why are they just taking notes?
The Zodiac Killer ran around the car, took aim, and shot multiple rounds into Betty's back. Betty was unable to sprint more than 20 feet away before she met her unfortunate demise.
Of dying, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
The music just abruptly stopped.
Shortly after, 11 p.m. arrived at the scene to find the couple.
Who found the couple?
The police. And I just want to know.
They went to go clear out the area
so
of
was
Lover's Lane.
was there no one around?
No.
Wait, so I'm with Joseph. Like, who saw all of this chasing going on?
It's
the local peeping Tom was watching.
Stop taking notes. Help
I've
me.
seen a lot of murder videos, so I just kind of pieced this together.
Oh, okay. Is it because they saw like the different footsteps around the car and stuff?
They put their hand on their forehead like a visor and was looking around. It's like, do you guys see the killer?
Why would
I
they
don't
do
see
that
the
when
killer.
it's late at night?
And then they couldn't see him, so they said, "Oh, okay." And
so they just stop everyone and
sent,
arrest everybody.
And I sent a picture of y'all of David and Betty.
You sent a picture
on
of me?
Discord, and I'm gonna say, okay, this is gonna sound really
Did you
far
say
out.
David and Betty?
Yeah, that's their names.
Oh, why is it David Ann?
Why did you say his full name and not her name?
Yeah,
David
like Ann
and Betty.
Yeah, David Ann.
David and
That's
Betty.
weird.
But what's her
Okay,
name?
whatever. I'm gonna lay down a far out conspiracy. Once y'all see the picture,
I'm looking at him right now.
okay.
Are they the same person?
I think I think this was the first trans couple in America.
Oh, that's why his name's David Ann.
Okay.
Because he's a
And I think the Zodiac Killer hated trans people. Because if you look at David, kind of looks like our friend of the show, Elliot Page.
Wow, that does look like...
Why would you connect those two?
Because he kind of looks girly, right? And then Betty
I thought
looks like a fat kid. Looks like a fat little boy with
the wig
long
on?
hair. With the wig on. So I think they were the first trans couple in
Wow.
America.
You
But
could've.
don't they look like a trans couple?
They
Now that
That wouldn't have been the first thing I went to.
the first thing
but
I thought of was like, that
you look
girl
at,
looks like a boy with the wig on.
You
Well, that's-
pulled this
and-
picture up and you went trannies.
Yeah, but that's what I thought of when I saw that. I was like, that guy looks kind of girly and the girl looks kind of guy.
Guy. You almost had that. You almost had that.
Looks kind of manly.
I used manly and feminine.
But I think the reason is he has a very weak jaw and she has a very strong jaw.
or
Yes.
boyish.
She looks
Just
like
girlish and boyish.
she looks like she now has Zac Efron's new jawline.
Well, poor Betty and David were murdered. They were the first victims claimed by the Zodiac Killer.
Oh, these were the first
that
ones
they know
said?
of.
Yeah.
That
This
they
was the
know
first-
of.
No, this was...
What is
Oh,
this? Is
I
this you
guess.
making it up or is this real?
No, that's real. That's actual facts.
wow.
The fact that they're trans
That's
people
factual.
is up to debate.
Oh, okay. It's still
That's
And
the
I think
is
thing
yet to
that you
been.
brought into it.
I think the Zodiac Killer hated trans people
Mm-hmm.
and he wanted to kill them.
Well, if you would for me, go to Wikipedia. Okay, I want you both to go to Wikipedia,
Yes.
and I want you to look at the drawing, and I want you to tell me whoever the manufacturer were of these glasses are definitely
you think they'd be able to track him down pretty easily?
are very they're probably are out of business now.
Well, that's the thing.
Or that maybe was just
That's the thing, is he made homemade glasses. Because his eyes are offset a little bit. So we had to make custom glasses for him.
if they're homemade, how did they not find this guy? Like, because those glasses would have been definitely been something that people would have been able to pinpoint.
Yeah, especially since one is connected to one piece and the other one is two pieces.
And they're definitely offset. So, like, how have they not found this guy? You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, imagine you see this picture and you see the guy walking by and his glasses like wait, I've seen this.
Where'd you buy your glasses? I made these myself. I gotta go call the cops.
Stay right there.
Don't move.
Don't
move.
You're Mr. Zodiac.
You're the Zodiac.
No, yeah, my name's Mr. Zodiac. How did you know?
They call him Zodiac Killer because that's his last name. They knew the entire time. Well, real quick, back to the picture. He was drawing, was like, and he had glasses on. The sketch artist was like, we gotta draw some glasses. Oh, dang it! That's what I suck at. I'm really good at drawing ears, but glasses.
He put a lot of detail into those ears. I'm good at drawing the surrounding of a nose, but oh boy,
Glasses.
he really wanted to make sure he.
I practiced more of
Zodiac
my.
Killer had a soul patch.
I practiced more of my
Like,
perfecting my.
I still don't
signature
understand.
than anything else.
Well, from this drawing, I can't understand why they haven't found this guy. He's the only one that has light skin and dark ears. That shouldn't be hard to find.
So Zodiac. Zodiac. Everyone's
the
got dark
person-
ears around here, bro.
I wonder if the
Everyone's
person
got
who
dark
gave the
ears.
details while they were sketching him was like, yeah, and he had this one wrinkle at the top corner.
You
And
know
it
how
was just
people's
there.
wrinkles go in the middle? His was offset to the left. Just
to the very top of his head. So he
Oh.
must have been.
And no eyebrows. Definitely no eyebrows.
zero eyebrows, and his hair was like 420p, but then his ears were like 4K.
the guy drawing it like draws regular glasses. Like no. The left
Erase half of it.
the left side was definitely a little.
Oh my gosh.
Something was wrong with the left side of his glasses, and he
Not
had,
affected.
and he had no body. It was just a floating.
Floating around with the gun.
This artist was very proud of his drawing. I mean, he's got a
signed
signature
it.
date.
That's what I said.
He got a big old signature.
It's like a quarter of the drawing. I did this.
He's like, this is gonna be famous one day.
The signature looks
for
better
all,
than the
for
drawing.
all the wrong
I
reasons.
am proud of this drawing.
That's why I say he spent more time on his signature than the actual drawing. I'm more of an abstract drawer. That's why I couldn't really draw this very well.
It's like- so sorry I threw us off with the picture, but I couldn't help myself.
So
But go
after the
ahead.
murder of the first couple, the Zodiac Killer would rest for 6 months before searching for his next pair of victims. It would be on the anniversary of America, Independence Day, that the Zodiac Killer found his next set of prey.
Ooh.
Darlene Farron, age 22, and Michael Magoo, age 19.
Wait,
Michael Magoo?
Mr. Magoo? He killed Mr. Magoo?
You see, that's why I think this is fake. Well, I think they're real people that died.
Oh,
but
let
it
me
was like
guess,
an
and this
FBI
guy is-
setup.
Timothy Tarzan?
I don't know.
Were these actually bodies ever
Were
identified?
these just
Yes.
Disney characters?
Well, you know, the problem was is that Mr. Magoo probably didn't see him because he had very bad eyesight.
Well, there's something that happened to Mr. Magoo.
I
Go ahead and
mean-
play the spooky music so I can keep going.
I mean,
Cue the spooky
real
music.
quick, he had bad eyesight. Look at the drawing. Just want to connect those two. Go ahead.
Cue.
Cue spooky music.
And Michael Magoo, age 19, drove to Black Rock Springs Park in Vallejo, California. While there, a car drove next to them and then left. About 10 minutes later, a vehicle parked behind them. A man stepped out of the vehicle with a flashlight, pointing in the direction of both Darlene and Michael. Underneath the flashlight was a 9mm Luger. The bright light did not allow the couple to get a good look at the Zodiac. The Zodiac began to open fire on the couple.
Bang, bang, bang.
After firing multiple shots at the couple, he began to walk away. Then he heard Michael moaning in pain.
I'm in pain.
The Zodiac Killer turned around and began to fire 2 more shots at the couple.
Bang, bang.
Around 40 minutes later, a call was made from a phone booth and at a gas station on Spring Road and Tullaman. They
you
called the
pausing
Vallejo
like
Police
that?
Department and announced that they were responsible for the murders of David and Betty and the person responsible for the victims they would soon discover in Black Rock Spring. When the bodies were found, Michael was still alive. He was taken to the hospital and survived multiple gunshot wounds to his body. The wounds were on his neck, chest, and head. Later, he would describe the Zodiac Killer looked like. A white male, approximately 26 to 30 years old, about 5'8", with curly, light brown hair.
Let me ask you real quick. What does curly hair look like?
Yeah.
Curly, light brown hair.
It's like a corky.
So that was his second set of victims. It's funny how he didn't die, but the chick he was with died. Michael, I just want to point out, Michael was 19 and his date was 22.
Oh, snap.
He likes
Look
older
at that.
women.
Look
The
at Mr.
boys got game.
That boy, he's doing
He
it.
likes older women.
Yeah, that boy's doing it right there. That's the way to do it. 19, 22. I mean, that's not that far apart, but
And it's a big deal when you're 19 and the other person's in their 20s.
yeah, I guess.
It's only 3 years.
Well, and he probably told her like, "Hey, I'm 20."
Well, that
21.
and back then, even then, it's weird.
But the thing about the thing that really
He
stood
might have
out,
had a big
Penis.
car
Oh.
that could fit them at Lover's Lane.
no, they actually went in her car.
Oh wow.
No,
Yeah.
she has a.
Oh
maybe
wow.
she had a big car too.
yeah,
A wide.
kind of like
Yeah.
the
Car.
first victims. And so Mike and Magoo.
So,
wait, was
real
it
quick.
Wait,
Now there's a total of 3 deaths because that boy survived, right?
right?
Or
Mr. Magoo
woman.
survived.
Or the woman, whatever he wants. to
No,
call
Mr. Magoo survived on that second one, right?
it. No, the first one survived.
No, the first 2 died, right, Jacob? See,
yeah,
there.
the first 2 died.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it was Mr. Magoo who survived, right?
Mike
Magoo?
Michael Magoo.
And who was
Okay.
the female again?
Darlene.
Darlene.
Darlene
Oh, Darlene.
from Roseanne.
Oh, Darlene. Remember from Little Rascals?
No. Go on. So there's 3 deaths now,
Yes.
He was going
there are
for
3
4.
deaths.
but he sucks at killing.
Yeah, and witnesses heard him rapping after he did it, and I can tell you what those lyrics were.
Well, were
Oh, they heard him?
Yeah,
Okay.
Wow, but so they don't remember what he looks like, but they remember what he said.
yeah.
Wow.
Well,
His
the
words
witnesses.
are powerful than the vision.
Plus, he was wearing a bag, right? Still?
no, he
He
didn't
had
have
that bag
on.
over his head.
Oh.
Well, anyways, here
Oh,
are
yeah, the sketch.
here are the words.
I forgot about the sketch.
After he killed Betty, He looked up in the air and he shouted, "At night I can't sleep. I toss and turn. Candlesticks in the dark. Visions of bodies being burned. Four walls just staring at me. I'm paranoid, sleeping with my finger on the trigger. My mother's always stressing I ain't living right.
Wow.
But he
I
wasn't
ain't
going down without a fight.
without
right?
a fight.
Yeah.
See, every
Thought
time I
so.
close my eyes, I start sweating.
Mm-hmm.
The blood starts coming out of my nose."
Wow.
I think his mind was just playing tricks on him at that point.
Yeah. That's the name of the song that he
wrote that?
didn't wrote the song you're thinking of.
He didn't wrote the song.
It's not the same song you're thinking of. It ain't the Ghetto Boys song. But
No?
but the Ghetto Boys, when they were writing that song,
Not the song he wrote. Or
but when
he
the
didn't wrote that song.
when the Ghetto Boys were writing that song,
Yeah.
They were watching a documentary about the Zodiac.
the Zodiac Killer.
Wow.
Yeah.
And some of his letters that he wrote to the police, right?
Well, because they put those lyrics together from the lyrics he had that the witnesses saw, right?
Oh, they sampled his lyrics from what he was rapping.
Right, because you
for
said
their
witnesses
song.
heard the lyrics.
Yeah.
And so Ghetto Boys researched Zodiac
Yes.
because they were big into him.
Yeah.
And they took some of those words from his lyrics and made their
Uh-huh.
own song.
Mm-hmm. That's
They were-
if you
they
you know
were
that
big
you know
into
that
him.
website that
They were doing a
explains the lyrics,
Milli
the
Vanilli
songs?
type thing, right?
Milli Vanilli. You mean Vanilla Ice? Bom 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 bicka bom bom.
No. Milli.
Milli
Dang, see,
I can't even say now.
now I'm having that
Milli Vanilli.
that's
What is that?
semantics citation.
Okay.
Milli Vanilli.
Milli Vanilli.
Okay, let's keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, Milli Vanilli. That's their names.
Mm.
Yeah, the guys who fake singing.
They never they never really sang.
They didn't?
No, none of that stuff
They
was
just hired-
ever them. They just
hired people.
yeah, because they were exactly what the industry was looking for. And they became really popular, but then they found out they didn't
And then
write
their-
or sing any
their
of their
tracks
songs.
started skipping and they just started
Yeah.
dancing around. So anyways,
Okay.
next victims are what do you got next?
All right. Hit the music.
Cue spooky music.
About a month later, on August 1st, 1969, Vallejo Times Herald, San Francisco Chronicle, and the Francisco Examiner all received identical letters of a person taking credit for Lake Herman Road and Blue Rock Spring murders. The letter also included a cryptogram. The Zodiac claimed that this cryptogram contained his identity. Each newspaper received a third of the cryptogram, along with a note that if they did not publish the cryptograms on the front page of their respective papers, the next day he would go out on an all-out rampage. The San Francisco Chronicle published the cryptogram on page 4 of their paper and included a quote from the Vallejo police chief that he did not believe that the cryptograms did not come from the killer. The rampage did not happen, even though the San Francisco Chronicle did not publish it on their front page.
Mm-hmm.
However, a few days later, on August 7th, 1969, a letter was received by the San Francisco Examiner. The letter was given to the editor. The letter began, "Dear editor, this is the Zodiac speaking." In this letter, the Zodiac gave himself a name
The
and
Zodiac
included
Killer.
additional details about the murders. No, nobody knew he was a Zodiac Killer. He was just known as the Killer, but now he's known as the
Wow,
Zodiac
very
Killer.
original.
Oh wow.
I'm the killer.
No, but
Did
then
he did
they
he
just called him a killer, but now he's the Zodiac.
in the letter did he give them a reading of their signs?
If you're a Cancer, this is how you should feel this week.
And if you're
You got to read it in a raspy voice like this.
and if you're a Leo, you'll die tonight by me because I'm a Zodiac killer and I don't like Leos.
I find all Leos
We're actually
and
gonna
I'm a kill 'em.
have the Zodiac Killer live and in person on the next episode.
Even
wow.
guys named Leo, I kill those.
How is the Zodiac killer gonna sound when we interview him? Yeah, I used to kill people back
Hi,
in
I'm
the
the
day.
Zodiac Killer.
We're gonna put a
I'm
filter
80
on his
years old
voice.
and I'm still planning on killing
He's
people.
probably a lot
We're gonna put
older
a
than
filter
that.
on his voice.
I'm still planning. Why is he doing his arms like that? I don't know.
I'm about 100 years old. You better not be a Leo. I'm gonna kill you.
I still kill people that are Leos.
I try to write the zodiacs on
Why
the letters,
do you sound like Bill Cosby?
I want the pudding. The pudding is something I eat.
All right, cue the spooky music.
but it's still going.
It hasn't
Make it
stopped.
louder. Make it louder. The rampage did not happen, even though the San Francisco Chronicle did not publish on their front page, because the Zodiac was a little bit.
Oh no!
On August 7th, 1969, in order to prove that he was the killer of both Betty, David, and Darlene, he gave away details that were not released to the public. And that's when the police said, "Oh, that's the killer." On August 8th, 1969, Donald and Betty Hardin of Salinas, California, cracked the 408 symbol cryptogram. The cryptogram read, "I like killing people." Because it's so much fun.
Kevin
It's
from
more-
The Office.
It's more fun than killing wild game in the forest, because man is the most dangerous animal of all. And of all, to kill something gives me the most thrilling experience. It's even better than getting your rocks off with a girl. The best part of it is when they die, I will be reborn in paradise, and all of the I have killed will become my slaves. I will not give you my name because you will try to slow me down or stop my collecting of slaves for my afterlife.
What religion is? What religion is that? That who you kill become your slaves in the afterlife.
It's the Zodiac's religion.
Oh, he made his own religion up.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
he
great.
did.
Well, so I never heard that about him. That he killed because he's gonna get slaves in the afterlife.
Yeah, that was in the first letter he sent.
Yeah, I hadn't heard about that either.
That's
But a crazy thing about this is, what's that actor's name? Was in Donnie Darko. The Donnie Darko actor.
I know who you're talking about.
What's his name?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
I've
He
been
was
told that I
actu-
look like him by multiple people. It's kind of annoying.
It's pretty hilarious.
It's probably
you
because
don't look at him.
I look
like him
way
at all.
better than him.
It's probably because you're both Jewish.
You're more of a Jim Carrey.
Jake Gyllenhaal's Jewish?
Where were you going with that?
I was gonna say he was actually present during the murders and he investigated it. They made a whole movie about it called The Zodiac Killer.
So your thing was bringing up the Zodiac Killer movie he was in.
Was this the one you were reading? From
You were just reading off the Wikipedia.
RuneNorse.com?
No. I wrote I got the information from Wikipedia, but I changed it up. Now I'm gonna read directly from Wikipedia because we already got to the part where I stopped.
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to figure
my
out like who,
little essay
like
stopped.
where he said, did you know
This-
that the initial slay, symbolism liberation army spelled slay, an Old Norse word means kill, a friend. Wait, did you read that?
No.
It says dear editor. I guess it's on another letter.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one where I got all mixed up on. Dear editor, this is the Zodiac
So I think
speaking.
Symbionese Liberation Army was a short-lived far-left terrorist group, and some speculate that their activities and subsequent media notoriety, geez, why can't I say words, following the kidnapping and recruitment of Patty Hearst, the daughter of Senator, might have left Zodiac feeling that the SLA was stealing his thunder. It's possible that the SLA roused Zodiac's jealousy, but again, through blah, 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 Zodiac should have had an interest in Old Norse as a presumable non-academic American living in 1970s. It could be an example of him reaching for obscurity in an attempt to seem creepy. but it seemed like a far-fetched and unnecessary reference. Nor does it specifically mean to kill, but to strike. Conversely, the verb was to kill, to strike, knock, beat.
Okay, what is this about?
We're trying to figure out his religion, like why he believes as though if he kills people, he'll have slaves in the afterlife. Where he got that idea from? Do you know where he got that from? I think he was an alien because of his cryptic writing. No,
people are just dumb.
On September 27th, 1969, Pacific Union College students Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard were picnicking at Lake Berryessa.
See how that word sounds weird? Picnicking? Or no,
Picnicking.
you just said it. Picnicking.
It's picnicking. It's a weird word. Picnicking.
It's the semantic citation.
Picnicking. Picnicking.
Citation.
Picnicking.
Citation.
All right,
Picnicking.
cue the spooky music.
Citation.
Picnicking. Picking.
On a
Picnicking.
small island connected by a sand spit to Twin Oak Ridge, a white man, a white devil, about 5 feet 11 inches, weighing more than 170 pounds, approached them wearing a black executioner's type hood with clip-on sunglasses over the eye holes and a bib-like device on his chest that had white 3x3 inch cross circle symbol on it. He approached them with a gun, which Hartnell believed to be a .45. The hooded man claimed to be an escaped convict from jail with a 2-word name in either Colorado or Montana, where he had killed a guard.
Montana?
Yeah, he escaped from either Colorado or Montana.
Oh. Montana, not Montana.
Where he had killed a guard
Montana.
and subsequently stolen a car.
Wait.
Explaining that he now needed their car and money to travel to Mexico because the vehicle he had been driving was too hot.
Whoa.
The killer brought the pre-cut
Maybe
bits of
take
plastic
the mask
clothesline.
off your head.
Hey, bro, take the mask off. You going? That's why you're hot. Get naked.
It's hot in here. It's hot in here. I need your
Everywhere
car.
I go, I'm hot. Is everything so hot? Why is
it-
everything hot?
Why is it so steamy in here? What's all that steam, guys?
My
Don't
glasses keep getting fogged up everywhere I go,
It's so steamy.
even inside.
Turn
Even
your
when-
shower off in
even
your
when
RV. I
Even
can't
when I'm
hear you.
talking, it's the hot breath in this mask. It's driving me crazy. My breath stinks. I've been driving around for about 4 or 5 days, and it stinks in this mask. Smell it.
I need your car.
Give me the car. Do you have air condition yet? It's 1969. Do they have air condition in cars yet? I'm a
This
time
mask-
traveler.
This mask hurts my head.
This makes no sense. Now all of a sudden, this guy's escaped convict and Zodiac Killer. All right, let's keep going. Play the spooky music.
Play the spooky music now, boy. Play that spooky music now.
He had to get his joke and make sure people knew what song he was singing.
Play the spooky music.
It is playing.
The killer had brought pre-cut lengths of plastic clothesline and told
clothesline.
He brought pre-cut length.
and told
Plastic
Shepard to
clothesline.
tie up Hartnell before he tied her up. The killer checked and tightened Hartnell's bonds after discovering that Shepard had bound Hartnell's hands loosely.
But
Balls?
Can I ask you something? Did the clothesline cut her hands?
No, it didn't. Hartnell initially believed this event to be a bizarre robbery, but the man drew a knife and stabbed them both repeatedly.
Yelling, I'm the Zodiac Killer.
Hartnell suffered 6 and Shepard 10 wounds in the process. The killer then hiked 500 yards.
He
Back
hiked
up.
500 yards?
Yes.
Okay.
They didn't have the car. Where's your car? Come on. Why you parked so far away from your car?
Wait, so he...
I'm so hot.
Well, wait, so he...
Why it's so hot here? It's supposed to be California. It's supposed to be nice
Why
weather.
are you Asian now? What's happening?
He's like, I came all the way down here to ask for your car that's all the way up there. I could have just stole it, but I wanted to ask you for it.
I wanted to stab
I
you.
try to give you
tie each
the
other
benefit
up.
of the doubt. I try to be nice. I'm a nice killer.
And when you said no,
Come here, let me stab you.
I had to kill you. Because it's hot in here.
You better tell me yes. I can use your car.
They're like,
you better tell me.
I think the guy was from Texas with the sound of his voice.
His accent, nothing
How
I've
did
ever
he
heard
sound?
of.
Well, he kept saying car. Ma'am, that's probably New Jersey or New York.
Boston?
No, you sure that's not Texas? Ma'am.
He had a very Texas accent. Where your car at? Give me your car.
You really like doing that accent, don't you?
The killer then hiked up 500 yards, like I just mentioned, back up to Knoxville Road, drew the cross circle symbol on Hartnell's car door with a black felt tip pen, and wrote beneath it, Vallejo, 12/20/68, 7/4/69, September 27th, 69, 6:30 by knife.
Wow, he actually wrote the time as well?
Yes, he must have had a watch. Oh, let me check my watch. It's 6:30 on the dot.
Oh, now I can take off this hoodie.
See, you had me in it, and then you start going, what the heck is that?
Oh, this is so hot, scraping it on this car. Oh, I'm not going to put AM, PM. I'm just going to put 6:30. Why did he turn into like an Asian guy?
Y'all keep going.
Yeah,
that
he
route.
didn't know it was 6:30 a.m. Anyways,
I can't tell if it's morning time.
Turn
where
up the
sun's
spooky
coming
music.
up or down.
Turn up the spooky music. At 7:40 p.m., the killer called the Napa County Sheriff's Office from a payphone telephone to report the latest crime. The caller first stated to the operator that he wished to report a murder. No, a double murder. Before stating that he had been the perpetrator of the crime. The phone was still off the hook. Minutes later, the Napa car wash on Main Street and Napa by the KVON radio reporter Pat Stanley. Only a few blocks from the sheriff's office, yet 27 miles from the scene of the crime. Detectives were able to lift a still wet palm print from the telephone, but were never able to match it to any suspect. After hearing the victim's screams for help, a man and his son were fishing in a nearby cove, discovered the victims, and summoned help by contacting park rangers. Napa County Sheriff's deputies Dave Collins and Ryan Land were the first law enforcement officers to arrive at the crime scene. Shepard was conscious when Collins arrived, providing with a detailed description of the attacker. Hartnell and Shepard were taken to Queen of the Valley Hospital in Napa by ambulance.
That was a weird pause you put on it.
Shepard lapsed into a coma during transport and never regained consciousness. God rest her soul. She died 2 days later, but Hartnell survived to recount the tale to the press. Napa County Detective Ken Narlow, who was assigned the case from the onset.
From the onset.
Worked
Of the omelet.
working on solving the crime until his retirement from the department in 1987. So that's all we got for the first episode, folks. Go ahead and tune in next week for the Presidio Heights murder.
Why do you keep putting weird pauses everywhere?
Because I have
Go
to
ahead and tune in and then
enunciate
next.
the words. The Zodiac spirit is Zodiac Killer! Wow!
I'm curious if they're going to pull up. Oh, there it is. After the ad.
I think those palm prints are going to come off real handy in the future.
You think around the third? You think
Everything's serious.
third?
I'm getting hungry.
The Zodiac Killer had an erection.
But Like, leave a comment, subscribe, share with everybody.
It sounds so
leave
like
a voice
dramatic
message.
every time we play something after we hear the subscribe.
And don't forget to
Like,
leave a
comment.
voice message.
Oh, leave a voice message, Stephanie. I know you're our FBI handler.
And send us an email.
So thank you. Like, share, subscribe. You
like,
find,
Sai. What the heck is Sai?
Like,
Go ahead and Sai.
after you're done,
Oh,
sign.
God.
find us on the
That's how
podcast
they
channels.
They're done listening.